Ladies and gentlemen, 2025 is not just another year on the calendar. It is a divine appointment, a call to step into the greatness that has been waiting for you all along. And the message is clear. This is the year to focus only on yourself. Let me tell you something, friends. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give the world the best of you if you're barely holding yourself together. That's why the most powerful investment you can make in 2025 is not in stocks, not in trends, and not in chasing what they tell you matters. The most powerful investment you can make is in you. This year it's time to block out the noise, all the voices telling you what you should be, what you should do, and how you should live. Silence them. Why? Because God didn't put them on your journey, He put you there. Comparison will rob you of joy, and distractions will delay your destiny. Stay in your lane, focus on your race, and watch how far you can go. And yes, you will need boundaries. There are people, situations, and even habits that have been draining you for too long. 2025 is the year to say no more if it doesn't serve your purposes, it doesn't deserve your time. Boundaries aren't selfish, they are necessary for survival, for growth, and for peace. But before you move forward, I challenge you to pause and reconnect with your vision. What is it that sets your soul on fire? What dream did you bury because life got in the way? It's time to dig it back up, dust it off, and believe in it again. Your vision is the compass that will guide you to your destiny, but only if you trust it enough to follow. And let's talk about accountability. Oh, I know that's a tough one. It's so easy to blame others, to point to circumstances, to say, if only but in 2025 you hold the pen. Your story is in your hands. Take responsibility for your choices, your habits, your mindset. Own your power and watch how quickly your life begins to change. Now, hear me on this, the road won't always be easy. You'll face challenges. You'll feel like giving up. But this year you are building resilience. You are planting seeds of faith. And I promise you, if you stay the course, you will reap a harvest that will blow your mind. Trust the process even when it's hard. Trust yourself even when you feel weak. And trust that everything you're doing is preparing you for a breakthrough that's bigger than you can imagine. 2025 is your year. Focus only on yourself. Grow, heal, build, because when you do, you don't just transform your life, you transform the world around you. So step into this year with confidence, and remember, you are worthy of the work, you are worthy of the focus, and you are worthy of the greatness that awaits. The power of self-investment is a force that can change your life in ways you never imagined. It's not about being selfish, it's about recognizing that the most important project you'll ever work on is yourself. Too often we pour our energy into everything and everyone around us, jobs, relationships, responsibilities, while neglecting the one thing that fuels it all, our inner being. But in 2025, it's time to reverse that. It's time to make yourself the priority, to see yourself as worthy of the time, effort, and care you so freely give to others. When you invest in yourself, you're not just spending your sowing. Every moment you dedicate to learning, every ounce of effort you put into your growth, and every step you take toward your well-being is a seed planted in the soil of your future. It's a declaration that you believe in your potential, that you're worth the work it takes to rise. And let me tell you, the harvest that comes from self-investment is unlike anything else. It's a harvest of confidence, clarity, and capability, a harvest that allows you to show up in the world as your best self. Now, self-investment doesn't just mean acquiring skills or checking boxes on a to-do list. It means digging deep to understand who you are and what you need. It's about taking care of your mind, your body, and your spirit. It's about resting when you're weary, challenging yourself when you've grown complacent, and loving yourself through it all. It's about knowing that you deserve the same kindness, the same patience so willing to extend to others. But let's be honest, it takes courage to invest in yourself. It takes courage to put down the excuses, to stop waiting for the right time, and to step into the work that transformation requires. It takes courage to prioritize your needs even when the world demands otherwise. But here's the truth: you cannot give your best to others if you're not at your best. The more you pour into yourself, the more you have to pour into your dreams, your family, your community. Self-investment is not a selfish act. It is the foundation of a life well lived. And here's the beauty of it: when you choose to invest in yourself, you inspire others to do the same. You become a beacon of what's possible. You show them what it looks like to take charge of your life, to bet on your potential, to rise against the odds. Your growth creates a ripple effect that touches everyone around you. But it starts with you making that choice to focus, to commit, to believe that you are worthy of the time, the energy, and the effort. So in 2025, let this be the year you say yes to yourself, yes to your growth, yes to your healing, yes to because the power of self-investment is limitless and the rewards are waiting for you to claim them. Blocking out noise is an essential step to focusing on yourself and achieving your goals. In a world that constantly bombards you with opinions, expectations, and distractions, it can be difficult to hear the voice that matters most, your own. But if you're going to make 2025 the year of transformation, you must learn to silence the external clamor and tune into your own life. Noise comes in many forms. It's the chatter of people who doubt your abilities, the endless comparisons drawn from scrolling through social media, the unsolicited advice from those who think they know what's best for you. It's the pressure to conform, to perform, to meet standards that don't align with your truth. All of it creates a storm that clouds your vision and pulls you away from your purpose. To block out this noise, you need clarity, discipline, and clear it, and it complete to protect your focus. Blocking out noise doesn't mean ignoring people who care about you or cutting off the world completely. It means discerning what deserves your attention and what doesn't. Not every opinion matters. Not every criticism is constructive. Not every trend is worth following. You must develop the strength to filter out what distracts from your journey and amplify what aligns with your values and goals. This process starts with identifying the sources of noise in your life. Are you surrounded by people who uplift you, or are there voices that constantly sow doubt and negativity? Are you spending your time on activities that nurture your growth, or are you caught in habits that drain your energy and attention? Once you pinpoint the distractions, you can begin the work of reducing their influence. It might mean spending less time on social media, setting boundaries with people who pull you down, or even taking a break from environments that don't serve you. But blocking out noise is not just about eliminating distractions, it's about cultivating focus. It's about training your mind to stay present and your heart to stay aligned with your purpose. It's about building the confidence to trust your intuition, even when the world tells you otherwise. When you block out the noise, you give yourself permission to dream boldly and act courageously, free from the weight of unnecessary opinions. This isn't always easy. There will be moments when the noise grows louder, when doubt creeps in, and when the urge to compare or conform feels overwhelming. In those moments, you must remind yourself why you started, why your journey matters, and why your voice deserves to be the loudest one in your life. Protecting your focus is an act of self-love, a declaration that your vision is too important to be drowned out by distractions. When you block out the noise, you create space for clarity and peace. You open the door to a deeper connection with yourself, and you unlock the power to move forward with purpose and determination. In 2025, make the decision to silence the world's distractions so you can amplify your own greatness. The path to your best self begins with the courage to focus on your voice and block out everything else. Setting boundaries is one of the most powerful ways to reclaim your time, energy, and peace. It's not about shutting people out or being unkind. It's about creating clear lines that protect what matters most to you. Boundaries are an act of self-respect, a declaration that your goals, your health, and your well-being are priorities. In 2025, if you truly want to focus on yourself, setting boundaries is not optional, it's essential. Boundaries begin with understanding your limits. You cannot give endlessly without refueling. You cannot say yes to everything and everyone without eventually saying no to yourself. That's where boundaries come in. They ensure you have the space to grow, heal, and thrive without being pulled in every direction by the demands of others. It's about recognizing that while you may want to help, support, and accommodate, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Reading boundaries requires courage because it often means having difficult conversations and standing firm in the face of pushback. There will be people who don't understand your boundaries, who might feel rejected or offended. But their discomfort is not your responsibility. Your job is to communicate your needs clearly and kindly and to hold steady in your commitment to honor them. Boundaries aren't about shutting people out, they're about letting the right things in and keeping the harmful things out. Boundaries also extend to your time and energy. How often do you find yourself overcommitting, saying yes out of obligation, or stretching yourself thin to meet the expectations of others? In 2025, let this be the year you reclaim your schedule. Protect your time as if it were gold, because it is. Say yes only to what aligns with your values and goals, and don't be afraid to say no to the rest. A boundary isn't selfish, it's strategic. It ensures that your energy is spent on what truly matters. But boundaries aren't just about managing external relationships, they're also about the relationship you have with yourself. Set boundaries around your inner dialogue. Stop allowing self-doubt, guilt, or fear to take up residence in your mind. Speak to yourself with kindness and hold yourself accountable to your own growth and aspirations. If you wouldn't let someone else speak to you with negativity, why allow it from yourself? There will be times when people or situations test your boundaries. They'll push to see if you really mean it, to see if you'll bend or break under pressure. That's when you must stand firm, reminding yourself why you set those boundaries in the first place. Every time you enforce a boundary, you reinforce your commitment to yourself. You build a life that aligns with your vision and values rather than one dictated by external demands. Boundaries are the foundation of a focused, intentional life. They protect your peace, nurture your growth, and create space for the things that truly matter. In 2025, don't just set boundaries, embrace them as a vital part of your journey. Let them be the guardrails that keep you on the path to your best self. With boundaries, you take control of your life, honoring your worth and protecting your purpose. Reconnecting with your vision is about returning to the core of who you are and what you are called to do. Over time, the demands of life, the pressures of responsibility, and the noise of the world can blur your sense of purpose. Dreams that once burned brightly may fade into the background, buried beneath the weight of everyday survival. But in 2025, it's time to rediscover that vision, to breathe life into it again, and to commit yourself fully to the path you were meant to walk. Your vision is not just a fleeting dream, it's the roadmap to your purpose. It's the fire that ignites your passion and the compass that points you toward fulfillment. But like anything precious, it requires attention and care. If you've lost sight of it, don't despair. Visions aren't a race, they're just waiting for you to turn your focus back to them. To reconnect with your vision, you must first quiet the external distractions and look inward. What is it that makes your heart race? What goal, dream, or purpose sets your soul on fire? The answer lies within you, waiting to be uncovered. Reconnecting with your vision often means revisiting your why. Why did you begin this journey? What inspired you to dream in the first place? Sometimes the hustle of chasing goals can cause you to forget why they matter. Take time to reflect on what brought you joy, meaning, and excitement when you first imagined your vision. Remembering your why can reignite the passion that may have dimmed over time. This process also requires honesty. You must ask yourself hard questions about what has pulled you away from your vision. Have you been chasing the approval of others instead of your own fulfillment? Have you allowed fear, doubt, or failure to derail you? Reconnecting with your vision means facing these truths, acknowledging realization that no one else is responsible for your success, your happiness, or your growth. Only you hold that power. In 2025, if you truly want to focus on yourself, accountability must become your foundation. It's the bridge between intention and reality, between dreaming and doing. Accountability begins with honesty. It requires looking in the mirror and acknowledging where you've fallen short, where you've let fear or excuses hold you back. It's not about self-blame or guilt, it's about truth. You cannot change what you refuse to confront. When you embrace accountability, you stop pointing fingers at circumstances or other people and start asking, what can I do differently? How can I take control of this situation? Taking accountability also means letting go of the victim mentality. Yes, life can be unfair, challenges will come, and setbacks will happen, but accountability shifts your mindset from why me to what now. It's the decision to rise above your circumstances and use them as stepping stones instead of stumbling blocks. It's about reclaiming your power and understanding that while you may not control everything that happens to you, you do control how you respond and what you do next. This process isn't always comfortable. It means owning up to mistakes, admitting when you're wrong, and committing to do better. But accountability is not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about learning from your failures and using them as fuel to propel you forward. When you embrace accountability, mistakes become opportunities and setbacks become setups for a comeback. Accountability also requires discipline. It's easy to set goals and make plans, but following through demands consistent effort and self-control. Accountability is the quiet voice that keeps you going when motivation fades. It's the commitment to show up for yourself day after day, even when it's hard, even when no one is watching. It's understanding that success is not built on occasional bursts of effort, but on the steady, intentional actions you take over time. But accountability doesn't mean you have to go it alone. It's okay to seek support, to share your goals with someone you trust, and to invite others to hold you accountable. Direction and the confidence that comes from knowing you're in control of your destiny. In 2025, let accountability your guiding principle. Own your actions, own your growth, and own your greatness. Because the moment you take full responsibility for your life is the moment you unlock your true potential. Building resilience and faith is about developing the inner strength to endure challenges and the unwavering belief that no matter what comes your way, you have the power to overcome it. Life will test you, it's inevitable. In 2025, as you focus on yourself, resilience and faith will be your anchors, holding you steady when the winds of adversity blow. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulty or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about facing challenges head on, adapting to change, and rising stronger from every setback. Resilience begins in the mind. It's the ability to shift your perspective, to see obstacles not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. It's asking yourself not, why is this happening to me, but what can I learn from this? How can I use this to become better? Building resilience requires endurance. It's about showing up every day, even when you feel like giving up. It's about continuing to move forward, even if the progress is slow. Resilience is forged in the moments when you choose to keep going, despite the difficulties, despite the pain. It's the strength you build through perseverance, through learning to navigate the storms rather than being swept away by them. But resilience is only part of the equation. Faith is the fuel that keeps resilience alive. Faith is the belief that there is a purpose behind your struggle, that your journey has meaning even when the path ahead is unclear. Faith is what allows you to trust the process, to believe that brighter days are ahead, and to hold on to hope when circumstances tempt you to let it go. Faith isn't just a spiritual concept, it's a mindset. It's the confidence that you have what it takes to succeed, the trust that the work you're putting in will pay off, even if the results aren't visible yet. Faith keeps you grounded in the present while anchoring you to a vision of the future. It reminds you that no matter how hard things get, you are not defined by your struggles, you are defined by how you rise from them. Resilience and faith are deeply connected. Resilience gives you the strength to withstand the challenges, and faith gives you the courage to keep going. Together, they create a powerful foundation for growth. When you believe in yourself and in the process, you become unstoppable. You learn to see setbacks as setups for comebacks and difficulties as opportunities to demonstrate your strength. But building resilience and faith doesn't happen overnight. It takes intentional practice. Start by focusing on the small wins. Celebrate every step forward, no matter how small. Reflect on past challenges and remind yourself of the times you've overcome what once seemed impossible. Surround yourself with people and resources that uplift you, that remind you of your strength and your purpose. Strengthen your faith by affirming your belief in your vision, in your abilities, and in the journey itself. In 2025, as you navigate the highs and lows of your path, let resilience and faith be your guides. Let them remind you that you are capable, that you are strong, and that every challenge you face is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. Life may not always be easy, but with resilience and faith, you can weather any storm and emerge victorious. In 2025, the call is clear. Focus on yourself, invest in your growth, and reclaim your power. This is your time to prioritize your well-being, reconnect with your vision, and set boundaries that protect your peace. It's your moment to block out the noise, embrace accountability, and build the resilience and faith needed to navigate life's challenges. Every step you take toward these goals is a declaration that you are worthy the effort, the time, and the transformation. Let this year be the one where you silence doubt, reject distractions, and commit fully to your purpose. Remember, focusing on yourself is not selfish, is the foundation, it's foundation for living a life of meaning and impact. When you pour into yourself, you don't just change your own life, you elevate everyone and everything around you. So stand firm, trust the process, and believe in your journey. The path ahead is yours to shape, and your potential is limitless. This is your year to rise, to thrive, and to shine. Focus on yourself and watch how the world opens up to meet you at the height of your dedication.